face starts to burn. Eyes all fucking. But I still gotta, hold on to this man. Everybody was holding shoulder to shoulder. I gotta hold on to this man.
Advice from Jay.
Advice from Jay here, man. If you're new, hit that like button, man. Subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. If you like audiobooks, check out the Patreon. Link will be in the description. So, you guys wanted it. You guys been showing me so much love on the advice videos, man. We're gonna talk about what I told you my next video would be. I know. More army stories. What my army gas chamber experience was like. Yeah, man. The old, enclosed area. The, I don't know what type of, I actually haven't researched what the, gas chamber gas is. Probably, tear gas or something. I never researched it because it just, the first time really sucked. But today we have pictures involved because I found my old basic training memory book. Yeah, man, the old memory book. I would open it and show you guys, but there's certain things and guidelines I have to follow. You sign a lot of NDAs and things like that, so I can't disclose, people's names and things as such. I gotta blur certain things out, but I have pictures. So you'll see one of them eventually. They'll just pop up. And, the gas chamber was an experience I'll never forget. So I remember it was early in the morning. Actually, I remember, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to remember if we washed the masks. I don't remember if we washed the mask before. I'm trying to remember. Basically, okay, let me tell you guys a story. So I remember waking up at fucking 400 hours around there, super early. And I remember we had, the PT. We got breakfast, chow, at the DFAC dining facility. After we got back, we were issued these, you'll see, we were issued these Vietnam looking air type of masks, pro masks or whatever the hell, I forgot what it was called. And you got these I don't know, it looks like a little purse, man, something like that. And it's this tactical type of purse, greenish, and it holds the mask, and it's like a fanny pack on the side, right? Very difficult to strap on, by the way. Very confusing. Like a leg type of strap. Imagine you putting on leg straps and and all kinds of straps to hold your body, and just imagine one leg is strapped. That's it. Super awkward. And you do some drills, put them on, how to do certain things. I don't want to explain too much, but yeah, I remember, like I said, I assumed we did it twice, if I can remember, before we started. I believe it was after. I'm gonna just go safe and say after. So after, basically, we get ready, we walk down a, certain path to go to these mini looking shed type of deals. And there's enough room in those little sheds, man, because we're not talking about people who just walk in, go inside. No, you're gonna line up on that damn wall. Yeah. And you're gonna squeeze your ass in there. And you go in this building and drill sergeant's already in there, mask looking comfy. I'm like, oh, okay, these masks gonna work. Let's do this. Not what I thought. My face starts to burn. Uh, Eyes all fucking. But I still gotta, hold on to this man. Everybody was holding shoulder to shoulder. I gotta hold on to this man's shoulder. My eyes are like this, literally. And drill sergeant says, I want you to state your roster number, your phone number. He was just saying a bunch of shit. And I was like, dude, nobody wants to take. Basically, you had to take your mask off and everything he stated to tell you to do it. The first guy put his mask on. All right, get the fuck out. But see, I fucked up. I decided that I wanted to be like in the middle of the line towards the back. So yeah, this is the front of the line. This is the middle of the line. I wanted to be like right here. So unfortunately, it took me a while to get out. But when it was my turn, I remember being told what to say, but when you say it, you have to lift your mask up and actually say it. And then I remember my face just like sizzling, man. It was it's different getting like maced in public, outside type of, but when you're in an enclosed environment and it's like an oven type, it's so much different. I can't explain it. I was like, if this is what nuclear war feels like, I don't want to be nowhere near this. And see, that's what you guys don't get either, man. A lot of you don't have any, training as far as what to do during a nuclear situation, man. Yeah, man. NBC, man. Nuclear, biological, and chemical, man. A lot of people, they take things for jokes. The weather isn't a joke, man. It can be extremely destructive, man. I know that was random, but that's what I learned from that experience. And oh yeah, I forgot I did it twice. But oh yeah, when I came out, there's gonna be another picture. I remember, my face. I couldn't see anything. It was burning, everything. I remember coughing. The whole. Everybody had runny noses and spitting. It was terrible. And they told us, don't touch your face, don't touch your face. And I'm like, motherfucker, this burns. I had to experience a little bit, so I kind of did this. And I found out why you don't touch your face. It's going to burn even worse. And I just thought after that experience, too, I was like, wow, imagine this for real. Imagine you weren't in like just a new kid and you're just in your house and then like that radiation, man. I was in a little shed, man, in a simulated, controlled situation. Imagine uncontrolled, man. So that experience taught me, it made me realize, uncontrolled. And don't say it can't happen because we decided to drop a couple things on Hiroshima. So yeah, it can happen. And it just makes you think. But the second experience, well, and if you're wondering when I went to sleep or after I showered, was it burning or anything? Not really, if I can remember. But when you get out at first, the exposure to air is crazy. The second experience, I remember we were just having like pro mass doing training and it was dumb weird. And I was like, why are we training with these, man? We never, you gotta annually type of train, but I didn't know you did the gas chamber again. And they were like, come on, we gotta do training. I was like, oh shit. But see, this time, because I had some, like a year or two under my belt after that, I kind of knew how to be trained better. So my face was properly shaven how it should have been. In basic, you don't really, you don't get the scenario. You're being trained to get the scenario, But after some time, I got used to Army life, so I understood how to do things. And I went in there. I was like, but if we didn't have to do what we used to do, like take it off and talk. We just like stood in there and I can't really remember too much, but because it was like unexpected that day, and I think we were doing it in platoons first. So my platoon went, and it was like all coordinated, but it was weird. It was like a marathon type of day, running and all kinds of stuff. This was like it wasn't as long as the last time I remember. When I went in this time, my face it burned a little bit, but only like on the sides here. And I remember walking in there. It was the same type of enclosed, and we just stood in there. And I remember they had the just like in basic the same thing, the little cube in it, like looks like a I don't know what it is, but yeah, man, stood in there. I can't remember what drill we did or what training. I can't really remember because it was short. But yeah. Then after that, we left, man. Went out. When the air hit me and stuff, it was. I didn't have a super runny nose. I just was like spitting and stuff because a little bit around here was burning a little bit. But that air when it hits when you get out, man, every time it just seems to burn very bad. Like okay, the best way I could explain it. When you go get a haircut and then like I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember, but they put the alcohol. I don't know if they still do it. Put the alcohol in their hand and then rub it. That burn. Imagine that like full though, not the little cut that stings your whole fucking face. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, the army gas chamber experience, man. It just made me think. Like I said, guys, you should you know just take your time out to maybe learn some nuclear type of drill. Hey, I'm not predicting or saying anything or any of that. I'm just saying it's better to know than not to know. You know, you don't want to be that guy when a disaster happens. I need this and that and that. You want to be that guy who already has that shit. That way, when something happens, oh damn, my leg got hurt after doing this bad cut. They'll say there's nowhere to get out, but you got that first aid kit. You don't want to be that guy that, you know, just wants to not. You got to be prepared, man. That's what this is about. This video is about. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but you got to be prepared, man. I hope none of you have to go through the gas chamber, man. Yeah. I would assume, people have been arrested or something or in some deep situations if, maybe tear gas in an enclosed environment behind bars. Yeah, that's probably the same experience. That's probably the same, probably level of what I experienced when I first went to the gas chamber, dude. So, because it's a small enclosed environment with this bomb type of thing, you know what I mean? But let me calm down with the words because I don't want YouTube censoring me. We're not talking about anything destructive here, YouTube. We're just talking about positivity and motivation, just old stories, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that gas chamber experience, man. uh I should, you know, I don't really know what else to talk about as far as army stories because there's just certain things I can't speak about, and there's also, it's just a lot. I gotta really think before I make these videos, you know what I mean? But, yeah, my next video is definitely gonna be some advice. Just wanted to give you guys an army story, because that's what I told you guys I would do. Gotta keep the word, keep pushing, you know. Um, but yeah, I hope that was interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed the other army stories too. Some of them were crazy, that's why I said I can't tell too many. You guys heard probably from the other stories, how they can get a little wild, so I gotta just be careful, you know, to respect people's identities, privacy, and not put myself in a position where I could possibly be challenged by authorities or something as such. You know what I mean? So it's better to only use my face, which is me, and always use different names and not people's actual, stuff. So I'm really careful with what I talk about. But all right, guys, stay motivated, man, to do the things that you said you were gonna do. Stay determined and stay out those fucking jail cells, because the same things that you would do illegally, you can do legally. So don't commit no crime. Now, what do I mean by this? Oh, I'll tell you what I mean by this. If you're a drug dealer, why don't you create an actual drug that's gonna cure cancer, or maybe stop heart disease, or maybe, you know, cure a open wound with this new fast, medicinal technology that you've invented through maybe natural remedies, you know. Or if you want to be that guy to go shoot at the ops and represent, well, go represent with that, you know, red, white, and blue, and go at the foreign ops, you know what I mean? Protect women and children, why don't you, you could rep, that's a real big gang, man. That's a big gang. I remember being part of that organization. You can be part of that organization too. Don't commit no crime though. But yeah, join the military, man. Go shoot at those foreign ops, man. Protect in the name of the U.S. Protecting us. But what do I know, right? But y'all hear that, man? Y'all hear that? Hold on, man. Fucking knowledge, man. That was what my experience was like. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want me to talk about next, or what advice you guys want to hear. All right, stay motivated.